email, and we have an prompt that you see message pop up, sending email sent successfully. Now let's check our email inbox. Hello and welcome back on my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi Learning by Doing. So in one of the recent videos that I uploaded, we saw how we can integrate camera within our UiPath apps. Now that was a very interesting use case that I myself built in UiPath apps. Now we are going to use one of the recent control that has been launched in UiPath apps. I think it has been few months that control is available, but I have seen very less videos or use cases on that. So today we are going to see very simple use case on how that particular control can be used. Now the control name is Rich Text Editor. Now let me show how our app is going to look like by the end of the video. So we are going to use the Rich Text Editor, as you can see right over here. It is a text formatting control that UiPath has given to us. Now we can use it in many different ways, in many different use cases. But here we are going to see a very simple one, that how we can send emails with formatted text, bold, table, italic, underlined, bullet points, anything, right? So there are different, you can see features available like bold, system font, color, etc., etc. So we are going to see how we can use them, and the app that you see, we are going to build that complete app and integrate with our UiPath process and see how we can send a rich text email. Now, what do I mean by rich text email? Let me show one of the example that I've sent an email using this particular app that I have developed. So now if you see over here, previously, this would have been very difficult before this control had launched, that how you can add dynamic bold text. As you can see, UiPath Hyper Hack is coming, right? So in that also we have a product category called as UiPath Apps. So this use case maybe can help you in that as well, right? So if you see over here, the email, it is very much formatted. I have inserted a table. I have bold the text team rock bots for UiPath Hyper Hack. You can insert table, you can give hyperlinks, as you can see in the email, and there are multiple things possible. So we are going to see some basic features of how we can use a rich text editor. So let's go ahead and start building our app. Now, here the app that you see, the designing over here or the structuring of the elements might not look better, but when we see in the app, when we run it, you see it is very much clearly fitted at the place it should be. Correct. So yeah, let's go ahead and build this. So what I've done, so by now you are pretty much clear what our use case is. We are going to send email using the rich text editor and going to see what are the different features available. There are some features that I built within the app as well to send an email. So we'll see that as well. Now what I've done over here is, in all my previous app videos, I have pretty much talked about the basic of UiPath app. So just I'm going to talk through what controls I've used and how I have structured my complete app. So what I've done here is I've used one container layout, which is this one. Then within that, I've used a container. As you can see, this is the container that I've used because I wanted all these four fields to be aligned. As you can see over here, to CC, BCC, and subject. These are some things that we need in email. To and subject is what I have kept it as mandatory. Body is not at mandatory because it depends on this particular rich text data that we fill. So let me go over here. In my container one, I have two. I have CC, I have subject, and I have BCC. Let me just show properties of this. If you see, I've added the label. The validation is true. Please enter to email. Then the label placement, I have kept it as this option top. I have bold the text and it is of black color. There is some margin. Yeah, the default margin. Similarly for CC, BCC, and subject. Now the real and interesting part comes over here. For rich text editor, what you have to do is, I have first used a container layout. Within that I have container. I have kept them as right aligned because if you see in the app, it looks good when it is placed at that particular position, assign data to body and clear text. So that is where it will look more user friendly, not interesting, more user friendly, right? Now there are some rules that I've created based on two of this, but here is my rich text editor. Now where you can find rich text editor is you just need to click on add new control, search over here rich text editor. Now UiPath introduced this particular control to help you write this kind of rich text, like formatted text, you can say, when you want to highlight something, color something, or there are many things possible, right? Now the output of this, the rich text editor, the variable that we are binding it in, it is a HTML string. So whatever you write, it will be like within paragraph tags, bold tags, anything, because in that way only you will be able to send it to an email. So the process that we have over here is, I'm going to show the UiPath process. Now there is one more new release that UiPath has came out with in UiPath apps, that is UiPath correction, that is with integration service. So we can send emails using that as well. But for now, I've used the traditional method of using my send Outlook activity. Now, if you see over here are all the arguments that we have: mail body to CC, subject BCC, and out failure message. So body is something that we need with more formatted text and bold text and many different things, right? Rich text, we can say. I'm just going to use the word rich text. So I've passed all the values over here, as you can see, subject, mail body, and I've selected this as is body HTML. If I don't, the text will not look as it is supposed to be, right? We'll try that as well if possible, but first we'll go with the positive scenario. Okay, now here simply what you have to do is just write the text. If I write hi Parth and I want to bold, I hope you are doing well. Okay. Now here there is a button available, assign data to body. That might not be visible to you what is happening in the background, but whatever you write over here will be assigned to the body, mail body that you have to send, right? So that is something that we have implemented. I will shortly show how it is done that. Now one good feature that is we need in this app is clear text, right? Let's suppose the user had sent one email. Now to remove this, or to remove this is also possible, but if I have to just write something and I have a button to do that. So if I do clear text, the complete body is cleared. You can do control and you can clear as a, but there is this just button we have added, like clear text, so the all the text over here gets cleared, and then we have a send email button. Now on click of this, what is the rule? Whatever text is entered within the rich text control, I'm basically assigning it to my mail body, so it will get assigned. Now once you type it, you click on assign to mail body, it will get assigned. The next time you click it, it will override the data, so it will get assigned again. So whatever it is, you can just change the, you can keep the two BCC, CC, subject, everything same, and then you can just keep on changing the body, and you can send the emails if you want to. There are multiple things that you can do, right? Also we can add attachments. That is something that I would like to give as a call to action. Once you build this app, you can also use the file control feature to send attachments in your mail, right? So yeah, this rich text editor will help you to format the text. Now we are just going to run this app again. Okay. I'm just going to type my email ID. If you want multiple email, just use a semicolon. CCBCC, I'm going to keep empty. Subject, I'm going to write, since we have hyper hack coming in, UiPath hyper hack registration. So I'm going to go back over here. Hi Parth, please find our team. Rockbots is something that we have used. Registration details for UiPath Hyperhack 2022. Let me just do this. Okay, we can use bullet points as well, but first I'm going to use a table, and I'm going to use this name. I want to keep it as bold. Then we have email. Now, if you see here, there are multiple features available. If you want to add column, something like this, right? I did Control Z, it is gone. Then a column. So these are different features available in the rich text editor. Now, this really helps when you want to send different emails with different text and colors and whatnot, right? So I'm just going to write over here, John. Email is going to be not Jason. John@gmail.com. Then it is going to be smith@gmail.com. And then if I do tab, it enters a row, but I don't want to do that. I'm just going to click down arrow, and I'm going to write one more thing over here. That is going to be, please note, we don't want this bold. We have submitted our project on the provided link during registration, right? Here is the link to our solution video. Now I definitely do not have any videos. I'm just going to, just to show the features of insert link, I'm going to do this, open link in new window. Okay, text to display, URL, title. Let me use this link. Okay. This is my URL, text to display, solution video, and save. So if you see, a hyperlink is also inserted. Okay, that's it. I think I do not want enter. Okay, so I need to click this to come out of this. Please let me know if any other details are required. Right, so regards, what is our team name? Team Rockbots. Okay, so this is how you see I have created a email body with rich text, and one thing that I have to not miss is click on assign data to body, right? This can by default be added over there, but then multiple times you remove, you add. So it is better, I thought, that we add a button to assign our data to the body. If I make any changes, I can just do that. Now I'm just going to click on send email, and we have an prompt that you see, message pop up, sending email, email sent successfully. Now let's check our email inbox. Let me refresh this, and yes. So if you see UiPath HyperHack registration, HyperPath, please find out Tim Rockbot's registration details for HyperHack 2022, name, email. Please note. So if you see, this rich text editor can be really helpful when you want to add a feature of sending emails to your UiPath apps. Like how easy it is now to create such rich text email body. And there are different use cases that we can think of. One of that quickly came to my mind, if we have an send email page, or if we are going to reuse it again and again, maybe it can be in a complaint registration, right? That you want to send an email to this particular person, so you can create this kind of email body. So now I hope you got an idea of what is rich text editor, how it should be used, and what are the different features we have in rich text editor. So please do implement this. Like I said, one feature that you can add on to this particular app is going to be about adding attachments to your emails. Like right now, if I wanted to add some team logo or any other form, it could be anything, PDD, HDD, anything. There are many different examples. In case of complaint registration, it can be complaint details or any screenshots that you want to attach. So that is something that you can implement, and then feel free to tag me on LinkedIn. And yes, before we end the video, do participate in UiPath Hyperhack. The registrations are open. You can find all the details on UiPath forum, or if you even just Google UiPath Hyperhack 2022, you will get all the details. So I hope this use case helps you to build and implement it in within your UiPath apps and HyperX solutions that you build. Thank you for watching the complete video. Please do hit the subscribe button on the channel and watch out for more new videos coming soon. Thank you for watching the complete video.